Finally, look at it. The weather is beautiful. So I'm gonna try to actually make more of these videos because I want to get more used to talking in front of the camera. Not that I'm not used to, but I want to become even freaking more comfortable of doing it. So the agenda for today is really tight, and I'm gonna take you along the way. Of course, I'm also gonna show you more scenes from New York City. It's too beautiful of a day not to come in Central Park. While we are still here, I should mention that I just renewed my NYPL card, so the New York Public Library card. And NYPL is the place where I've done a lot of research for some of my books, not for all of them, but for some of them. It's a little windy here. And you actually have to renew it every 3 years. So what's great about this card is that I can use the library whenever, even if I'm not here. So I don't have to be here to actually use the library. They have a digital section, and you can also rent digital copies of the books. For a lot of the books, I think on Overdrive. And you can also, they also have a partnership with lynda.com, and you can do, if you have a library card, you can do free courses on lynda.com. All the courses that are on lynda.com, you can actually access them for free and do them and get certificates of completion and all that stuff if you have, or if you own a New York Public Library card. So yeah, that's that. It's 1 p.m. here and I'm gonna have my first meal, so let me show you what I got. So this is only lamb, sticking to carnivore, and I'll have to probably find a way to avoid these green stuff. Yeah, crazy pigeon ain't carnivore. Just eating some waffle. I'm actually making some progress here. This is all the plant matter. This is some meat that I'm saving for the last bite. And this is what I have to sort out. Now that's over, I'm actually gonna work a little bit on yesterday's vlog, so probably an hour or so, and thereafter I'm gonna go to a lecture at the Simons Foundation. So if you didn't know, the Simons Foundation was actually founded by James Simons, or Simmons, who's a billionaire mathematician, and they have all sorts of lectures all sorts of scientific lectures. And today's lecture is going to be by a university professor, Richard Lifton, who's actually going to talk on his experience with investigating extreme mutations that are associated with disease. So this is a genetics and genomics lecture, which is a topic that I'm really interested in, and I've been interested in for the past couple of years. But before that, I have to go to the office and actually do a little bit of editing.
He was named the Rockefeller University's 11th president by its board of trustees.
Heart attack, 5 million deaths a year from stroke, and per the World Health Organization, it's the single largest cause of death on the planet. And its pathogenesis has largely been unknown. So this just shows some basic statistics about hypertension. For every 15 millimeter increase in usual diastolic blood pressure, there's a 4-fold increase in the risk of stroke. For common disease, that's a huge effect, and a 2-fold increase in the risk of heart disease. And these are not just associated with the disease. If you lower blood pressure, you mitigate the risk of these diseases. And most of our single-agent drugs have tiny effects on blood pressure, and this shows the results of the ALLHAT study, a 47,000 patient outcome study that showed after just 5 years of treatment with a single agent, with an average blood pressure reduction of 5 millimeters of mercury, pretty small potatoes, it reduced stroke 38% and reduced heart attack 16%. Both the high blood pressure list and the low blood pressure list. And this gives you a clue that something interesting is going on, that for 5 of these genes, you can have one form of mutation that drives blood pressure to the highest levels compatible with survival, and other mutations in the same gene that drive blood pressure to the opposite extreme. So variation in the activity of a single gene can drive blood pressure across the entire spectrum seen in the 7 billion people on the planet.
I wish I were an ice cream truck driver. I never actually thought I'm gonna meet Jim Collins in person today, so that was actually a really pleasant surprise. It's kind of late right now. It's 12:30 a.m. and I still haven't eaten anything since my first meal, so I'm not really sure if I'm actually gonna eat something now, but I thought of just doing things right and actually closing this video as I should. So if you've made it this far, I want to say thank you very much for watching this video, and until next time, stay positive.